Good evening, this is Kuro. Got a ranked game in my Shimakaze on Sea of Fortune, and I'm going to discuss this map a little bit as I go through and play this game. Taking a look at the enemy team, I'm assuming it's a Radar Minotaur, Henry, double gearing Shimakaze, um, lighter on radar than I'm used to seeing, uh, and a little bit heavier destroyer game than normal. Um, Now I'm gonna play this game a little bit different than I see a lot of DDs coming in here and trying to go to church and cap or contest A from outside here. I feel that's a horrible spot for a destroyer because once you're locked in this position, there's no spotting for your team. So unless you're something that like a Haraguma or something like that that can shoot over the islands or around the islands and get some gun DPM out, I really feel this is a bad area for DDs. Um, Instead, I prefer to try to actually contest A and if possible get B from the inside here. And I realized that a lot of people will look upon that as dangerous, yada yada yada. Um, this is just as dangerous if you get pinned in here and the enemy can just start crossfiring you. They can basically come right up to this island and they're pretty much in cover. Your team really can't shoot them and they can just keep lighting you up. Um, it draws you in, and the guys from back here, they're able to shoot over the islands and into here, and it just starts to turn into a big crossfire nightmare. Um, this way, I can be shot at from two ways. I can be shot here, and I can be shot here. And honestly, shots coming from this way, they're far enough out that I don't really view it too big of a threat. So I get up here, and you see I'm staying pretty close to the island, um, and I back into the cap. Um, I'm anticipating the radar Minotaur being there with the way RPF's pointing, and it turns out it's a Shimakaze sitting in cap, and we're gonna go to work on this guy, try to get some damage on him. Had bad dispersion that shot. And just gonna throw some F3s out here in the cap, see what this guy's gonna do. My Stalingrad is a clanmate, and he was telling me he was gonna pop radars, so I'm just sitting here and I'm just waiting to farm the guy. I think that was his engine that I got. I've got to get torpedo safe. I'm not sure what the hell that shot was, but... And F3s come through with the kill. Now, one thing to be watching on this map is there will start to be opportunities to contest B-cap safely. I see too many DDs like that guy did. He pretty much drove right into B like I'm gonna get it right from the get-go. No, you're not. It ain't happening. Not with if the enemy team has any sort of radar, it ain't happening. The only ship that I could view doing that right out of the gate is a Z-52, and only if there's no enemy radar and your team doesn't have their own Z-52. And basically the Z-52 would push in there and just plop down smoke and hydro and force everybody out. The one thing to note, this is a great spot for cruisers to contest because they can still shoot out and they can do some damage. And their hydro can also cover part of B cap. So, you know, it can be pretty effective, particularly getting a Hindenburg in here. You can almost cover all of B cap. So just another little a little pointer, and I'm sure at this point you guys have seen guys do that. This Gearing is rushing me. He eats an F3. We've got radar that should be coming. So I'm just sitting here shooting. We got this Gearing is being radared. He smokes up, but he's done. It's got a Minotaur coming around the corner. This might be the Minotaur's radar. And I get the fire, Minotaur gets to kill, and that's 2 tier 10 DDs dead. Now notice, when I came in here, the enemy team basically didn't have anybody here that was able to shoot at me. So what I did, by pushing up in here, these guys couldn't shoot me. So watching the minimap, seeing where ships are, I can use the terrain to create safe zones for me where it doesn't matter if I get radared, nobody can shoot me. And there's a lot that I see that DDs aren't playing radar safe, using the cover that the map gives them. I mean, you saw it with the first DD right out of the gate. So at this point, this game's pretty much over. We're only down 1 ship. We have A and B in solid hands. This Yamato started its desperation push on my 2 battleships down here, and I'm not gonna let him get in here and get a chance to ram or anything like that. Gonna drop some torps in here. Now he started dropping his speed, so I'm basically just holding off, getting a good torpedo salvo. I actually with that turn, I tried to time my entry into C cap with my battleship, so this guy wouldn't be aware that I'm actually in the cap. First torpedo, land 1, land 2 out of the second, and the third is right on target to clean house. And there we go. Kill number 2, and we're gonna get the cap here momentarily. Now, C-cap, it's same sort of situation. From the north spawn, I don't like playing near these islands because when you come in here to cap, it's just narrow gaps that you got to try to slide through. They're a death trap. Instead, from the north, I think that kiting out this way and being able to take cover behind this big island in here is the safe bet. Same thing in the south. The south doesn't have this this like death trap island here, but this island's too far away to be of any use. You've got the option to like open water kite, or just duck in behind cover here. So just kind of talked about it from you know, the standpoint of the north and south side of the spawns. Capping wise, from the north, I mean, you could use either one of these islands as cover. They're both pretty solid, and you know, they're actually, if you do this right, it's pretty hard to actually get torpedoed because the way the island sits, you have ledges there that you can pretty much sit right there and be incredibly hard to hit. So I kind of recommend that for for playing torpedo safe in these caps. I go on ahead, get the kill, and that's the game. Hope you guys enjoyed it.